6th of April 2021, Monday, right, afternoon MAO starting right now. Now, this afternoon, we saw weak movement on the cryptocurrency market. The BTC, the Bitcoin, is testing the 80% mark. So later on, I will share you what I mean by the 80% mark. But the question is this: how many of you had bought Bitcoin from Friday onwards, meaning you bought Bitcoin on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Now, how many of you had done that? We're about 15 of you guys online right now. How many of you have bought Bitcoin? Anybody? Right? Anyone? Now, personally, I bought some Bitcoin. I bought some at 48 and 49, very small amount, a couple $100, just buy it there and just leave it there. You know, as I said many times before, this money is just like a saving account. Just put it there, and if it goes higher or it multiplies, okay, that's extra income, extra things that you buy for your family members. I'm not asking you to put your fortune in because no one knows exactly this thing will go how far, right? Of course, it can go up, it can go down. It's everything. It's just like trading, investment, and everything else. All right. It's just that it's just extra money for the growth to combat inflation. All right. So that's why if you open with Binance, you can actually buy it physically, buy the coin physically, and put it in your e-wallet, and then let it run. All right. Seriously, this is something that you should really consider. All right. So before we start this afternoon MAO, all right, do note once again, whatever I share later on, please understand disclaimer apply. Okay. Please make sure that you take full consideration of your current financial condition before engaging into this. All right. So I'll give you 5 seconds. If you're staying on, then we'll continue. That means you identify me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Right. So you are staying on means you have heard me loud and clear. Okay. So the thing is this. I like this cartoon. I'm crazy about Bitcoin. Emphasize on crazy. I mean, we also are crazy, right? Right. To me is that as long as there's no disruption to the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, I believe that every pullback will be a good time to buy into this cryptocurrency, especially like Bitcoin. All right. So later on, I'll show you a technical reason why am I looking at this. And I said this last Friday. I'll repeat myself once again, and you can see the aspect of this. Okay. All right. But the thing is that now we can see across the mainstream media, on Bloomberg, Bitcoin bounces strongly after hitting lower since early March. All right, so Bitcoin went down to about 47,000, right? I think this morning. And once it reaches there, almost instantly the market just found strength and buy up all the way down to 52,000. So today, the low to the high is about $5,000 run. That means that it's about 10% movement. Incredible, right? You can only see such an incredible thing in this cryptocurrency market. And that is the reason why we keep on emphasizing to you, don't short the crypto. Now, of course, some people ask me, take care, if we shorted at 64,000 and buy back at 55,000 or 50,000, make a lot of money. I say, yeah, indeed, you may, in that retrospect, you may make a lot of money. But the thing is this, the upside itself, right, is even crazier. All right, so in my opinion itself, to play safe, if you're not able to monitor the market, consider to look for a good pullback to buy. All right, later I'll show you why we went in to buy and what's the reason from there. So from the coin desk, we saw that, right, the Bitcoin snapped a 5 days losing streak. And basically, it's all right. There's a lot of hands change over this morning until now. All right, so is it a time to buy Bitcoin? All right, I'll tell you my feel very shortly when it comes to the technical aspect down there, okay? All right, remember this chart I showed that day? I show you guys that if Bitcoin would go down, it go down to the 51,000 level. Yeah, indeed, and it really came down. So by theory, it's all right. Now he has facilitated by going down to the 51,000 level. By logic, write it down somewhere. You need to write it down. By logic, it has to go back up to at least 56,000. All right, 56,000 to find a base. And if you can stay above 56,000, in my opinion, to go back up to 60,600, right, will be a very simple thing to do. So traders, do take note. If Bitcoin can, from now till don't know when, but if it can go up and stay above 56,000, I'm quite confident that it will go to 60,000 rather fast. Okay, so this is something that I am sharing with you from a technical point of view. So watch out for this. Okay. So of course you may say, Kel, what if we really go past 60,000? Then what will happen? Now, if we go past 60,000, I can tell you this, it will easily take away the all-time high. That means that all-time high at 64,000 will be very easily taken down. All right, but we don't go there first. We concentrate whether Bitcoin can travel past 56,000 first. All right, that will be the first thing that we should be looking out for. Okay, so I hope that you get this insights from this sharing here. Okay, okay, so for people who want to know more about Binance, do remember this, today and Wednesday, you are invited. For those who are already registered, right, you're invited down to the office, and we talk about how do we set up there, okay? And of course, we give you a little head start in something else. We give you an access to something. So those who come, we'll give you this little access. You'll be able to, understand this even better, all right? So it's only for people who drop by the office to be part of, go through this small little 1.5 hour workshop with Susan, okay? Right, oops, sorry, I didn't do the animation. You guys give me a minute. Okay, a moment. Okay, now on Fortune, this website, right, it says that, right, Bitcoin has no uses. That could be its downfall. Apparently, right, for this particular website, they are saying that, right, because Bitcoin really got no usage, in apparently this according to them. So that's why Bitcoin now is selling off, all right? They say that although it's supposed to be a store of value, it's supposed to be the new digital gold, but apparently, right, they are saying that, right, there's really no usage of this. And because of that itself, right, Bitcoin can really, really go down to even zero level. So all I can say is that it's different views, all right? It really different views how people see it. Some people see is that, nope, this is here to stay. Some people say, nope, this is time. This Bitcoin will be ending in a very bad position like the tulip mania, and eventually it'll be zero rise. So what do you think, guys? There's about 42 of you online right now. How many of you think that Bitcoin has a future? If you think it has a future, please keyword future, F-U-T-U-R-E. All right. If you think that no, that's keyword no, N-O, easier. All right. How many of you think that Bitcoin has a future? That means that it will go much higher than today, and eventually we get to see usage of this more vibrant across the world. All right. Or you think that nope, this is just a tulip mania, and eventually this Bitcoin will go down the drain. What do you think? Okay, so Allison say future, Joe yes, Lauren yes, Eric yes, Anthony yes, futures. Okay, all gave the future word. Kenneth and Eileen also, right, you all see future in that. Okay, how about the rest? Han Yu also say they see a future in that. How about the rest? I have about 46 of you guys, but if you are driving, please do not engage here, okay? All right, guys on the road, very dangerous. All right, Michael say yes, and Susan say yes. Okay, they say that there's future for this. Even Fred. Now, I'm not too sure whether you're on my Facebook, but if you actually go through my Facebook, I have this shared video where I saw I think this is Japanese, if I'm not wrong. They created human-like robot already, really human-like. I mean, it looks so real. I mean, of course, it's the skin texture, synthetic, but the feel and the way the body of the robot move, right, is really incredible. And we are now at 2021. So I kind of tell myself this, I believe that by 2030, we will be at the state whereby maybe robot will walk among us. Seriously, that is my view, 2030. So by then itself, right, that means that, in my opinion, digital currency will definitely be the main driver. It won't be the fiat currency anymore. I don't think humans bring any more money around us. We'll just go around with our wallet, e-wallet, our handphone, or even something tagged to our skin. Who knows that? And then we'll be using that. Right? I believe that will happen very soon. So now it's 2021. So my personal take is this: by 2030, we should see robot walking among us. And by then itself, right, I think that in terms of usage of currency will change. So that's why I'm pretty confident that, right, BTC is here to stay. Now, of course, some people say you go to 1 million. I would not really want to put down there as 1 million, but to me, 100,000 value in my perspective is reasonable. All right, 100,000. So this is my personal take. I don't know how you see it, but I see 100,000. Okay. All right. So why am I that bullish, by the way? Just to show you in terms of chart view. Take a look right now, guys. Okay, hold on. Let me just color up. Okay, this is the 7-day change of the Bitcoin. All right. Now, the last time we see movement like this, whereby 7-day change down by 19%. You can see that was somewhere around here. And of course, after that, what happened? The Bitcoin stabilized for a while. And then from this point here, about 8,000 go all the way to 20,000. Remember? That was the first wave. The second wave was in January this year. Again, in January, where it was down by almost about 19%. And at time it's all right, from 40,000, it dropped down to 30,000. And again, the same thing happened. When 40,000 dropped to 30,000, it was down like 25% on average, right? So people start to say that, oh, Bitcoin is going to crash. But before you know it, it stabilized. As you can see over here, it stabilized. And then after that, Bitcoin went to all-time high again until about 60,000. Then in February, we saw it again, okay? Another time, when it went below 20%, the market came back down. But after a few days later, after it got supported, it went to a new all-time high. So the question is this: if history is a way to tell you about, the future, then we are now also down by 19 to 20%, and we are seeing this. So I'm going to expect to see a bit of sideways soon. And then after that, right, likely, Bitcoin should go past for all-time high again. Now, of course, will this really happen, or would that mean the market is going to crash off now? I don't know. People like Ray Dalio, right, he's very bearish on Bitcoin, and he suspects that Bitcoin will become zero in one day. So I'll leave it there, right? People like even Jim Rogers is also not that really positive with this cryptocurrency, all right? So all I can say is that I'll leave it to you to decide. But if the last few times does give me any information, I know that, right, the main thing is Bitcoin has to stabilize somewhere for the recovery to come in, okay? So watch out for this part here, whether Bitcoin can stabilize or not, okay? So I'll show you a technical chart very, very shortly, all right? Okay, so let me bring it to you right now on the technical ground. But before that, let me show you what we did on last Friday. Now, last Friday, 20th of April, you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 opportunity to trade Bitcoin. Now, how do we do that? It is very simple. You just have to look out for KCX. Once you saw KCX turning blue to green, then you look out for color change. Now, at this moment here, you can't buy because the bars are red. But the moment from red to yellow, this is where you can buy. But unfortunately, this particular trade, we lost money. Okay. All right. Then after that, there was another buy coming here because same thing. Blue turned to green. And of course, that's where the first time we bought, the second time we bought. And we made some money. Then after that, okay, it pulled off. So we pull back down and we trade off. Then of course, same thing happened again. Blue turned to green. You wait for the color to change from red to yellow. And that's where you go into buy. And of course, there was some profit given. And the last few, you can see very clearly, it just keep on repeating, all right? So the last 2 trades was a little bit more profitable than the first 2. So overall, yesterday, right, Friday, we were quite fortunate. So we managed to make, the market was pretty flamboyant, very volatile. So we go for a smaller profit, and overall, we just basically ended pretty decent. So on the 23rd of April, you can see the date right here, 23rd of April, Friday, we ended pretty positive. End of the day, we have about up $158. Now, this is actually based on theoretically, it's a 20K account, but because we only use about $6,000 margin, so I will put, to be fair, it should be $6,000 as capital. So $158 over 600, I think it's pretty decent, all right? It's pretty, pretty decent. So guys, this is what you can actually do with the trading of our system. So even though Bitcoin was down, all right, Bitcoin was pretty flat or downwards, right? We can still make money on the long side. So that is something incredible, right? Don't you agree with me? When market is down and you're buying and you still make money, right? I think it's pretty good. Okay. All right. So that is why I believe that strongly if Bitcoin later on recover, Bitcoin can go much, much, much higher. Okay. All right. So let's look at the technical side for today's Bitcoin, shall we? Okay. Now we can see very clearly for today's Bitcoin. Well, we're having a BNB situation. BNB means that the high and low is higher and lower than the one in front. So this tells you that, right, Bitcoin may see a potential turnaround. So by end of today, we put the high and the low, and that will be the key technical point to watch. Shall the market stays above it, I believe that Bitcoin will go higher. But if the market doesn't move much, it may stay sideways for a time being. Now, if the market goes below, then of course there might be further downside for Bitcoin. So we'll be watching from tomorrow onwards on this. But on the side note, you can take notice that the KCX already started to blink at the bottom of the screen. Now, one thing to take note of is this, okay? Although it's just only a green blinking light, but if you look carefully over the last few months, the last time we saw something like this, okay? I want to share with you. The last time we saw something like this was in January, okay? And you look at it now. This was where the bars were all red, so it's exactly what's happening right now. And it was only the next 4 or 5 days later, you get to see this CCRY. Red turns to yellow. And of course, if you buy it, stop loss, put it here, you will meet at least 3 to 4 folds on the Bitcoin after that. Okay, so that's how it works, right? And if you notice something very interesting, if you notice this, I'm going to draw it for you, not sure you can see from there. You realize this? This particular bar is also a BNB. Can you see that? The one that I just highlighted is also a BNB. So it's a BNB followed by a red bar, then turns to red to yellow, and then that was where it goes. So now we are also seeing a BNB at the same time. All right. So, and you can see that the overall aspect itself, the market is still pretty uptrend. So my suspect is that we should be able to see this cryptocurrency, right, Bitcoin trading higher if it actually formulates around here and create a CCRY signal. Okay. Traders, so watch out for this. Now for Ethereum, right, Ethereum is even clearer. You can see that Ethereum straight away now is a red color bar. So tomorrow, there's a good chance that we can buy Ethereum, and likely Ethereum should be able to take down the high recently, because you can see that the way Ethereum came down and recovered is much stronger than Bitcoin. Now, why is that so? Because the demand for Ethereum is much, much more than Bitcoin right now, all right? So overall, if you tell me, I would just say that, right, likely this Ethereum will go and break the high level of 2638. I think it will go past to 2800 level. I think this should be easily done, okay? So unless something bad happen, if not, I suspect that this Ethereum will be testing 2800, all right, 2800 level. All right, in the weeks to come. So watch out for that. That's about approximately 10 to 15% from where I'm looking at right now. Okay. All right. So that is my first take on the Bitcoin. And of course, you can see that, right, the blue bars at the bottom ain't really there. So that means that the market bullishness is actually quite strong for time being for this Ethereum. Okay. So traders, do watch out for that. Now, on the day-to-day trading, all right, day-to-day trading, you can see that how you traded Bitcoin from this morning onwards, right? You can see there were a KCX signal right here, okay, from this point here. So the bars was red. So for 25 minutes, the market was going down, but the bar red, you can enter, but the KCX already earlier has turned from blue to green. So which means that when the market comes to this point here, whereby it became a CCRY, red to yellow, that is where you buy your Bitcoin, your stop loss. And of course, now you can see that Bitcoin went all the way up itself, easily giving you 4 to 6 times of your profits. Then of course, from then until now, there isn't any KCX at the moment. All right, so it's very bullish. Now, it's until now, you can see right now, there is a color change again. And we have just traded live, all right? That means that when you saw the KCX first blinking here, okay, I just purposely move one bar behind. You can see that this is where it turns to green. And of course, what you need to do is you just have to follow rules. Color change from red to yellow, just go in to buy. And indeed, now if you have bought it just now Bitcoin is trading higher already. It's so simple, right? The entry price is approximately, let me just bring it up now. The entry price earlier was about 52,300. Now already 52,700. So already up by $500. So see, it's that simple, guys. You just have to follow rules, follow the color change, and enter accordingly. It's just that simple, guys. Isn't it incredible? Just doing this, follow colors, and make money from the market. Cool, right? Okay. So that is why we really want you guys to be part of this incredible system. Okay, very powerful. And of course, can you use it on Ethereum? Of course you can. You see that? Just now, if you buy on Ethereum, for the color change from blue to green, you can see that almost instantly after you have purchased. All right, you buy Ethereum here, you will see profits. If you buy Ethereum here, you will see profits. Crazy, right? You just have to do. And the thing is this, we only buy when the market pulls back. So which means that, right, we are buying it cheap. That is the most important part. And that is what traders really want, right? To buy things cheap and make money when it's going up. All right, and not chase after market. All right, if you like this system, right, please key the word L-I-K-E, like. All right, okay. If you don't, you can just key the word L-I-K-E, like into this, into the Zoom, the Facebook group chat, so that let me know that you guys are very happy with this. Now we're still waiting for these aims to come back to us, and I think that latest by this coming Thursday, they should be ready according to the last meeting with the management online. So I'm also waiting, everybody's waiting. So the only thing that we are doing right now, we're actually putting our waiting, and we do with other broking company just to get ourselves momentarily ready, keep ourselves, in the right mood, and of course, prepare to trade. All right. So if you like this, that's good. That's good. I see so many people like it, right? Right. Okay. So that is the Bitcoin and Ethereum in terms of using the TWB system. Let's look at the so-called 80% mark that I mentioned. Now, this is the indicator that we created called the ATH indicator. So you can see that every time when Bitcoin hits the all-time high and pull back below 80%, it presents itself a good chance to buy. It happens again recently, all right, in this March, and now it's happening again, right? And now you can see the market is staying firmly above the 80% mark. So of course, if the market can stay above 80% mark, it should be able to touch the 85. And if you can go past to 90, that will be a very good try. Because then if you go past 90%, usually it will go to all-time high. Something like you can see over here and here previously. Can you see that 90% mark? Yeah, indeed. So that's why traders, if you are interested to go for Bitcoin, I believe that the upside is really strong. But of course, watch out for the 80% mark. If the market pulls below the 80% mark, then I would say that go slow first. Okay, don't need to jump in right now. So now it's still okay, seems to be fine. And crypto, like Bitcoin, is coming up. Now you look at this for Ethereum, it's a different story. Ethereum also, you can see that beautiful how it came down. It came down 100%, come all the way down on the second day and meets the 80% as if that they know this 80% exists in the market. Look crazy, man. This is the day when Ethereum hit the high, right? The next day when it plunged, right, look at the way it stopped at the 80% mark, as if that they know. That is the reason why I say our trading method, right, when we are so consistent with our trading method, we can really see our lows and high of the day. And this is really a telltale sign that the market might be going higher. And truth be told, when the market crossed the 85% mark, it really went 90. And now it's very clear Ethereum is staying above the 90% mark. So there's a very good chance that market will take down the ATH very, very soon. Okay, guys, this is really insanity. All right, this is really crazy for people like us who can see all this thing happening, and this is where you can take advantage of that. Okay, last one to show you the conventional. Now for conventional, it's very clear for today. The MA11 is at 23.34. All right, 23.34. So which means that for today, as long Ethereum stays over 23.35 level, I mean it's simple. All right, Ethereum will go up, and indeed it already happened. Now today the MA70, okay, MA70, the level to watch out for is at 20.38. Now you can see that how accurate is this 70, right? Look at it. The moment the market came back down, touches the MA70, and immediately it strengthened all the way up to new all-time high. So to me, is that very unlikely to see Ethereum going back down to this point here. Looks too strong for downside. So I suspect that likely this Ethereum will have all-time high again pretty soon. Okay, so traders who like it, you may want to watch out for that. How about Bitcoin? Now, Bitcoin, we have a bit of resistance right now. Can you see that? There's some resistance now on Bitcoin. That is the MA11, right? The MA70 is on top. So which means that now Bitcoin, there is some form of resistance. So traders who are not comfortable, you can consider to take some profit. For traders who think that you go past it, then you just put a trading stop. But as of today, you can see that very good chance the market, if you can close above the MA11, very good chance it should be able to go for the MA70. And that is about 56,200 level, something that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so traders, watch out for this. This could be a game changer. So 56,200 is a target. I don't think it's today, but it's a good idea to watch out for. Okay, all right. So that is the TA analysis for cryptocurrency. Is there any questions for me? Anybody got any questions for me? Anyone? Okay, if there's no question. All right, no question. Then we look at the global financial market, a quick one, okay? Now, for today, Hang Seng has went up initially, but now it has pulled back down. Now, why is that so? Because I believe China A50 has came off quite badly. Look at it. China A50 this morning, when it was above the 17405 level, we were looking at this China A50 to go higher, but I did remind you guys that if China A50 loses the 17405, that is the MA's 200, likely China will pull back. And indeed, it really pulled back, and now it's actually trading slightly below the MA30. So this is not a very good sign. In fact, it's a very negative sign. So that's why Hong Kong shares also come off, and now you can see that. So that's the reason why there's a very strong KCB. Can you see that? A strong KCB at 29,152, and if you look at the chart on the 5-minute, you can see very clearly that this point here is, you can see that this 29,152 acts as a very strong resistance. So you can see over here, it did a CCYR, yellow turns to red, and after that, that was how the Hang Seng came off more than 100 over points just because of that, right? The KCB on the day chart is really very impressive. Okay, I said this many times before, and you can see very clearly, all right? All right, so that is the Hang Seng, and let's look at the other market, let's say gold. Now, gold has been pretty sideways this morning, all right? You can see that under now, it's still hovering around OP level. The KSI is green, everything looks good. On a 15-minute chart, you can see that it tries to go up, but once it hit the KTR +1, almost instantly the market pulled back. So it seems to be telling you that there is some form of resistance at 178.3. Now, based on the new TSCB on the M15, there is a support level at this 1776. All right, so as long as the gold stay above 1776, gold could test up again KTR +1. But if gold pulls below 1776, then gold can come back down all the way to 769 level. All right, so this is something that I want you to take note of this. Watch out for gold at 1776. All right, last but not least will be the Dow Jones. You can see right now. Now, Dow Jones has crept up higher. As I said, today is an inverted pivot. So as long as the market stays above OP, it should be going towards the pivot 2, which is 34,178 level, all right? This morning, the high was 34,102. So there's a resistance at 34,105. There is a KCB at 34,105, which was resisting it for 3 days in a row. So could they see another form of resistance at this point here? So traders, you may want to take note of that, okay? All right, DAX will be opening soon. So the thing I can check on for you guys. So the rest is almost done. And I don't see any more question or two. All right, guys, if there's something more for me, that will be all for this afternoon MAO. All right, do note what I just said again. I'm pretty bullish on the cryptocurrency. So watch out for 80% mark. Okay, as long as the market can stay above the 80% mark, I'll give you a number now. 80% mark is somewhere around here. That is approximately 51,800. As long as the Bitcoin can stay above 51,800, you should be quite safe. Okay, all right. That's all for today, afternoon MAO. All right, if you like what I share, please give me a thumbs up. If not, that'll be all. Take care.